It's 7:02 p.m. I'm usually not on at this time. But I slept all day, so and I woke up for breakfast, went back to sleep, and even that was 1 p.m. So I pretty much slept all day. I listened to about 3 chapters of the Bible. I'm in the book of Matthew right now. I'm on chapter 9 in the past 2 or 3 days. In other words, I've got a Bible. I'm playing it on this app here where I'm reading along. It helps me out. My eyes. I'm reading along, in other words. I'm letting the app read it and I'm listening. I'm following along. Stopped at 9, I think. I think my next one is either 9 or 10. I believe I stopped at 9. If it wasn't, I listened to 9, and then I'll find out when I open my bookmark. I fell asleep right after I was through, so. Yeah, I'm in the book of Matthew. I've read Matthew many a times. But that's where I'm at right now. With my new quote-unquote large print Bible. Let's make sure I am working. And I'm working. Hold on, I'll get ready to start here in just a bit. He'll probably get hit several times while I'm... Another hot day, but I don't think it's quite as hot as it was yesterday. Lord, I burned up all day in this room yesterday. It might be just as hot. It was 90 degrees when we was going to karaoke the other night. I'm talking about Saturday. I may have to peel back on my karaoke song. We'll see. I think it's too much on me. Ever since COVID, it's been that way. I have to sit down when I'm doing it most of the time anyway. You know, before I was walking around, I was even getting where I was getting really feisty there with Hinder. I was getting feisty there with Hinder. Hold on, let me mute.
Hey, what's happening with it, pimp? You know who it is. It's your boy L.
I haven't even figured out how to take that mission yet. I just got where I cut him off. There we go. Remember the thing? You know the thing. With the client in the van? Wait, what was you supposed to be doing? Like I said, I may have to pull back on the karaoke. I'll find out. I haven't decided yet. I think it wears me out now, though. Of course, before then, I was actually, doing, like, I was doing my workouts at least 4 days, unless I got slack. I was doing them at least 4 times a week back then. So, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Today, now post-COVID, I'm lucky if I get once a week. That probably had something to do with me being able to do the karaoke better. Still not huffing and puffing, thank the Lord. That's something I did for years, that huffing and puffing. So luckily I didn't get that back with the COVID, which a lot of people, developed that. So I was lucky there. I mean, I found a video from 2013 where I was walking around the swimming pool. I was filming, I was going, sound like Michael Myers. So, yeah. Thankful there. I never want to huff and puff again. Of course, I'll probably get it eventually. As heavy as I am. Still under 300, but still in the lower. Yeah, the neighbor's car's there. Let's get another neighbor's car. I see some other neighbors. I'm probably not going to sell it. I'll probably just drive it. I like taking our neighbors' cars. I read the most idiotic story in the Facebook today. Something about Tennessee and a bunch of pastors going and complaining to the governor because they're banning homeless people on public property. You want to know something? There is a difference today between a lot of the homeless people. It's one thing to help homeless people, but it's another thing to allow the problem to just continuously grow. And a lot of these people aren't really homeless because they're, say, really, really needy. Just saying. A lot of them are drug addicts that can't work. You can't have homeless people laying around your streets all the time. I'm sorry. I mean, that's one thing to feed them and care for them and have shelters for them and have ministries that do that. But it's another thing just to let them take advantage of the public and do all kinds of... Look at what's happening in California. We'll see if she can sell it.
What's wrong with her now?
She did. She actually did sell it. I was shocked. I didn't know if she could sell it or not. Now let's deposit that in the bank. Them Alphers. I mean, I did. I gave to ministries for years up until I got in the credit card debt. Now I only give to them every once in a while, like maybe around Thanksgiving or something. But I used to do it 12 months a year for years. So I got in the credit debt. Let's go back. I'll get her a little bit of cash out. I just didn't want all of her money out in the bank. I had this one called Chattanooga Rescue Mission I gave to regularly. Did I get all of her money out? Or did I deposit it? Let's see. Let me check. Okay. I must put it all in the bank. Okay, here we go. I'll get her a little bit out. I know that ain't really a little, but it's not like what she had, you know. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna leave and come back. Make sure I am in a invite only session. I mean, really, we are to open back up the mental hospitals is what we need. And I know you'd want to use some caution with that because sometimes they took people off that didn't belong in them. But people that really are, you can't deal with them in society, they should be not in society. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm invite only. I mean, Michael Savage reports on this all the time. The gang rapes, the murders, etc. in San Francisco. I'd say this problem is, and you know what? You remember when we went to Memphis and Nashville? When I was in my freaking wheelchair, I had to watch where I was rolling. You'd run into poop and needles. Poop and needles. We went to Nashville a lot to see concerts. We only went to Memphis a couple of times. We used to go to Nashville all the time. Nashville, Atlanta. Indeed, I was up there so much, one dude thought I lived there. He was actually talking to me. I see you up here a lot, dude. Where you live? I said, we're from Dalton, Georgia. Ain't that far away from here? It's a couple hours. Problem is, you don't get much musicians in this area. And when you do, they cost a lot. Like Travis Tritt passed through the other day. His tickets were high, y'all. So a lot of times we was going to Nashville, Atlanta, especially to see the bands like Guns N' Roses. We've seen Guns N' Roses 4 times. I take that as a niner. 3 times with the new band that they call the new Guns N' Roses, N-O-N-U Guns N' Roses. And then we saw 1 time with Slash, but I didn't see him that night because this schmuck had his head in my face all night. I think he was deliberately doing it. You better hope he don't find himself in a situation one day where he's in a wheelchair. Because he was rude to the handicap. Rude. He was just being a schmuck about it. I eventually started making all kinds of noise in his ears. I popped. I knew it hurt him because they used to do me that way. I knew he hurt for at least 2 or 3 days after what I did. I didn't care. Because I've been through it before. The wrestling fans used to do that to you. You know, they get riled up about wrestling. Well, I did wrestling cheers behind him. I deliberately done it after about 4 or 5 songs in. I got tired of it. The only time I got to see him was when he went to the fucking bathroom. He went to the fucking bathroom one time, and that was the only time I ever got to see him. He had his fucking head in my face the whole night. Like I come there to see his big fat blonde hair ass head, his ugly shaped head. I went there to see Guns N' Roses. I didn't go there to see his fucking head. Rude, people, I tell you, rude. When you see handicapped people and you'll deliberately block them, that's rude. You got no respect. Of course, these people today, they don't have respect. That's why they get mad when people tells them, like this guy always telling people that the 10 Commandments haven't been abolished. Oh, he gets them stirred up. You want to know why they're so stirred up? Because they're a bunch of jackasses. They like telling themselves that the 10 Commandments is done away with. Because they like being rude-ass people. That's what's wrong with this society today. Now, I know you all break them. You always break them. But you don't need to deliberately do it. You ought to at least try. People don't even try. It never was abolished, by the way. It's just it's paid for. If you mess up, you can go and pray. And where back in the old days, you had to sacrifice a lamb once a year and all this other stuff. That's what's took away. He's the everlasting lamb. In other words, you're not going to have to do that to a lamb. You just go and pray to him to forgive you. Where before you had to go through all them rituals. That's exactly what he said too. I didn't come to abolish the law, I come to fulfill it. He fulfilled it. You could tell he was literally doing it. I could tell by how he was standing. He was standing like some kind of soldier or something. Like he was programmed. Like, oh, he was in some kind of mission to make sure that I didn't see that concert. That's the way he acted. Well, I did get me a few videos while he was gone. Those are the few you see up online. But I seen them those last 3 times real good. But you know, I was really looking forward to seeing them with Slash and Duff. But he took the fun out, but that was okay. I seen them real good in Nashville that time. They were little tiny things, but I could see them. Like they wouldn't even have been G.I. Joe size. I mean, like they were bigger than G.I. Joe. I'd say they're Barbie sized. You set Barbie on a table, and you kind of got away from her, That'd be them. Barbie or Ken or the big G.I. Joe men. They wasn't little G.I. Joe men. But they were like in between. Probably He-Man. He-Man. I'll use He-Man. No, he was a 6-inch figure. He-Man. He-Man size. Sometimes Axl Rose climb up in Mother Helpers. You see him real good when he come up steps. Of course, now I do understand what some of them, because I have heard some of them, and it is legit because I witnessed it myself. But now the ladies at or the people that work for the Justice Department will tell you otherwise. Because I reported that because it looked like that was happening at the concert we reported. Oh, you can't say that. They might have some disability that you don't know about. She got all over me. I said, well, they were jumping up and down in the seats and everything else. I said, they didn't look disabled to me. Well, it don't matter, she said. But that is a problem. You do have fakers.
No, I will not shut up. This script, you did not just touch.
But at the same time, so the lady at the Justice Department said you can't prove that. And really, you can't. But you ought not just assume everybody's faking just because some are. I know I'm not faking. I wished I was in good shape. I'm telling you, I'd have been in a band if I'd have been able to play. I don't know if I'd made it or not. I wouldn't really cared. I just wanted to be in a band. It ain't about making it with me. It's about doing the music. I like playing music. Sometimes you'll have nights that are dead sometimes at karaoke, and then you'll have nights that the house is full. And I can play either one. Don't bother me either way. Singing to the empty room or singing with a crowd.
Excuse me.
It don't matter.
You asshole!
It always depends on what's going on in your area. Like you might have some stuff going on, and you might have a bad night.
I'm not a
You get your hands off me, you bitch. You get your hands off me, you ugly little bitch. And unfortunately, he started it. Now she's got the police called on her. Ain't that the way it is sometimes, though? The bitches start it, and then you're the one that gets in trouble. I don't even know how to get out of this place.
Hey there. I'm hoping it's gonna be a nice weekend. I'm hitting the beach. It's 10 minutes away from work.
Now the problem was, the reason she said I would have had a personal case if they hadn't have made the tickets up. They did make them up. The problem was they was going to charge us a higher rate to get some handicap seats. They told us they didn't have none available in the area. Well, they were blocked off up until about the end of the show. I mean, when the show started. And then all of a sudden people started filling them up. And I told them the people that was filling them up didn't even look like they were handicapped. Oh, you can't prove that, sir. I said, yeah, but it seems strange. They told us they didn't have none. And then all of a sudden they was all empty. And then all of a sudden that ain't usually how handicaps work. Usually the handicaps are the handicapped people are usually there. They're usually there and they're usually filling them up almost immediately. Sometimes they'll wait, but it's rare. They were going to charge us more money. Money is what they was going to do. We got there, we drove all the way to Atlanta, and they said, we're sorry. I said, well, you're going to be sorry. I said, because I'm going to sue you. And they ran like chickens with their heads cut off, and the papers flew. You can see the papers flying in the office. Well, they come back and made us wait for a little bit. And they finally got us some bleed nose seats. I always thought it was semi-political, but I couldn't prove that either, so. But either way, because it was CNN Center, aka slash Phillips Arena. And I was kind of vocal those years. I was vocal against Obama. I just didn't have a podcast and wasn't doing. Yeah, I probably was doing JCVW. Yeah, I was doing JCVW. That was the year I started it, actually. I was probably in my episode 3 or 4. Which 3 and 4 was when I started introducing Obama, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was episode 3 when I introduced the Demon Obama. I'll have to go look. I know he had a wrestling match for 2. And he was taking on Mittens Romney because, you know, the president hadn't been decided yet. Mittens. And by the way, my shows did that twice. They predicted the presidents. 2 or 3 times in a row. Mittens lost, Obama won. That's how it was. And I played it before it happened. So my game predicted it even before it would happen. Mittens was going to be the communist dictator had he won. You see, it was going to be whichever one won. It was either going to be Mittens or Obama. It ended up being Obama. I had the storyline already planned. It was either going to be Mittens or Obama. Boy, I would have loved to have a run with Mittens. I'd had fun with him. Y'all know he used to dress up like a police officer?
Oh, yeah.
He had this thing about dressing up like police officers. I'd have really had fun with him. See, people thought I was being personal against Obama. I wouldn't have been personal. I had that plan scheduled. It was going to be whoever was going to be freaking president was going to be my communist dictator. It was either going to be Mittens Romney or Barack Obama. That's why I had them both wrestling. And I didn't make Trump a communist dictator. I just made him the president that he was because he preached America. But you know, some things went down even under Trump. COVID and all that happened under Trump. The shutdowns happened under Trump. People has got to remember that. Rodney Howard Brown was arrested under Trump. Even Jonathan Shuttlesworth did a video, I believe last week or so, saying that probably Biden's probably the best thing that happened to America in a long time. And he is. He's energized people. Instead of just sitting around waiting on Trump to do everything, people are actually acting. It's the best time and it's the worst time. Meaning we got a lot of tragedy going on, but yet you got people standing up, and that's the good thing. Because people are supposed to stand up against these tyrants. You're not supposed to wait on a great, glorious leader to lead you into victory in America. That's what we got away from. We got away from kings and leaders. We were supposed to rule our own lives. And that's the thing they've forgotten. You're not supposed to be waiting on the glorious king to do your battle. And I watched all that stuff myself, and I was thinking, boy, he sure is going to have some problems. These people worship him like he's a god. I was seeing that. I was thinking, these people worshiping Trump like he's Jesus or something. And God don't like that. God don't like idol worship. He doesn't like golden calves. He's not going to like a red Make America Great Again hat.
I just restored this.
Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Here we go. Mike Tyson your ways. Mike Tyson your ways.
Oh, man.
Knock your teeth out. And I just started talking. I didn't mean to. I was talking about that show that we had trouble with the disability seats. She actually told me, and said, you don't have the public case, but you got the private case. And she said, if you need me, you decide to sue them, I'll back you up in court. She told me that. Because they made up the tickets. That's the way the Justice Department looked at it. They went in and gave them. They didn't want to. They did. I was going to sue them. I was actually thinking about it. We had bad luck when we come home from Florida that year. We had a year of bad luck almost there. Bad times, I just let it go. I probably should have sued them. And if it had been now with Stelzer and all them there, boy, I would have done it. Just to show them. All them little schmucks they got up there on TV. They probably were there then, I just probably didn't know it. I don't watch it anymore, so. You know, they've been real loudmouth since Trump. Because they really did discriminate. I mean, they just threw up there and said, well, we're sorry. I said, you're going to be sorry because we just drove an hour and 30 minutes down here. And that's an hour and 30 minutes back of my time wasted. And I said, I'm going to sue your ass. I mean, if you think about that, you had an hour and 30 and add an hour and 30 together. That's, what's that, three or four hours? Drive for nothing. Plus the ticket cost, which was $20, what were they, $20 a piece, and we had 4 of them back then. So you add that together. Because my fighter, he used that to help that wheelchair. Phillips Arena and CNN used to be connected. I don't know if they still are or what's going on down there now, or they even still got Phillips Arena anymore. I don't pay attention. We don't go to Atlanta anymore. We broke, especially lately. You know, every night they're having murders at gas pumps and restaurants. We marked Atlanta off. We don't go to Atlanta anymore. The other night they had one at the Waffle House. Waffle House. Freaking Waffle House. Murder at Waffle House. Of course it's going to be that way all over before it's all over. Because we are living in some bad times. I mean, they probably just about as bad as Christine in this video game. She's a freaking video game character that I just get a thrill out of making her do crazy shit. Because she can get by with it. Or sometimes she don't get by with it. She dies. Or she gets caught by the police. But it's sort of like the Dukes of Hazzard, but it's a worser Dukes of Hazzard because in the video game, you can be full-thrown thug. Just a good old girl. Bum, 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 bum. Never meaning no harm. But nobody should ever really do that in real life. It's all you've ever saw with the trouble, with the loss since the day she was born. Making her way the only way she knows how. Yeah. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. She ain't really a good girl, she's bad. Look at her, I mean, he was innocent. He was freaking innocent. He didn't bite her nobody. She bitered him though. Making her way. Uh-oh. They own her now. She deserves it though. If she gets killed, she deserves it. Have I ever been in this part before? Yeah, I have. It took me a minute to recognize it. We had a favorite hot spot that was down there all the time. It was this old building. It had been there from the 80s. Late 70s, early 80s. It's called the Masquerade. It was our favorite spot. It was kind of peaceful down there. I don't know how it is now. They built a park down there now. They tore it down and built a park and made it move. Nirvana had even played there. I even found their freaking video. I thought, God, I'd have loved to see Nirvana back then. And this was 91 when they played there. 91 or 92. Of course, me and my sister, we didn't start going to concerts till we was older. My first big concert I ever seen was Billy Ray Cyrus. I've seen some smaller ones before then, but the first big one was Billy Ray Cyrus, followed by Marilyn Manson. Of course, it was the Alien album, Mechanical Animals. This isn't me, I'm not mechanical. I'm just a boy playing the Suicide King. Oh, that was a good album. Playing the Suicide King. Like the boy playing the Suicide King. That's the boy. I'm proud that he was my first rock show, though. I'm still proud. I don't care about all this junk they cooked up. All this fake junk. It's as fake as this stuff with Johnny Depp. I'm just a boy playing the Suicide King. And I'll never forget it. Oh, John Hagee had done a sermon on rock concerts being the epitome of hell or something like that. And I was worried to death because I was thinking, Lord, I ain't never been to a rock concert and I'm going to Marilyn Manson of all things. So I started praying. I said, Jesus, be with me when I go. I said, they say you don't go with people, but I want you to be with me. And well, we did have a good experience. Indeed, this little Gothic kid, he grabbed my mother and he helped her down the steps. I thought that was the sweetest thing ever. He grabbed her arm. He was this boy. He had blonde hair, but he had Gothic makeup on. He had black through his hair. He grabbed my mama. He grabbed her by the arm real gently, you know, like not grab her, like hard. And he helped her down. I think he was thrilled because he seen her mama with her kids. You know, a lot of the Gothic children, that's their problem. They don't have parents that love them. He grabbed my mother by the arm. He helped her. She had a cane, but she'd use a cane, but she still needs it. She just don't always remember to grab it. He grabbed her down and walked her all the way down them steps. But the opening act, I kid you not, and I don't know if it was just a part of the show or my mind playing tricks on me, you know, like your mind can play tricks on you. But the lights split up and they were right on me, and that girl, she was one of the opening bands. There's 2 or 3 that night. She looks at me and gives a big old, "Rah!" I thought, yeah, Jesus, you're with me. It was funny. She did a big scream. I wish I could remember that band. God, I wish I'd had the ticket stub or something to let me know who that band is so I could go look them up. So I could go look up their music. You know, I do that today. Hinder, a lot of people, I started liking them because of Hinder. We've seen many of bands pass through with Hinder. And I bought some of them's albums. I still follow some of them. What's their name? Oh, they got the black singer. What's their name? What's their name? Seven. What's the? Oh no, what's their name? I still follow them on Twitter. They even still record albums and stuff. I follow, but I got to liking many of bands. I mean, even Kopech come from Hinder. They was on the Scream 4 soundtrack. That's not how I discovered them. I discovered them opening for Hinder. And I went and bought the Scream soundtrack, not for Hinder's song. Because I got there that night and I loved their music. And we actually got to talk with the drummer. We went all the way to see him. He was quitting. We didn't know he was quitting at the time. He come out there with me and my fighter. He chatted a long time. He chatted with my fighter more than he did me. Because they happen to like country music. And my daddy, he liked the Grand Ole Opry. And they said, well, we like the Grand Ole Opry too. We love, they were from a band from Ireland. We like Jerry Reed. My daddy, he loved Jerry Reed too, you know. So him and my fighter, they sat and chatted for a long time. I chatted with him a little bit. My daddy mostly chatted with him. Well, we actually discovered Kopech through Hinder, and then I bought the Scream soundtrack for it, the song. Then I eventually got their album too. We actually went to see Kopech on their own. I mean, that was a rarity. Normally when we'd see these bands and we liked them, we didn't go just to see that band, you know. But we did go see, we drove all the way, was it Kentucky, Ohio? Where was it? It was Ohio. It was the club where Dimebag got shot. They tore it down this year and they're going to building house in there. Boy, I sure would hate to live there. That makes Glen paranormal. It does. Indeed, I won't tell you the full story, but that's part of the reason why this part up here is paranormal. And I've explained the hell we went through. 97 was a bad year. Which led to the CD, The World of Madness. Which was a mixture of The Crow, The Shining, Marilyn Manson, 9 Inch Nails, Guns N' Roses. I even closed it with a Metallica song. Until it sleeps. Bom, 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 bom. Happy 1998, I recorded Dick Clark saying. And I went in there after I got that recorded, and I went in there and recorded the last song. After midnight on 98. I recorded Until It Sleeps. Don, 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 don. That was the last song I recorded for it. Dun, 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 dun. I wrapped it up that night. So hold me open, take me. I can't even remember the lyrics. No one could ever do, not anyone. I'm trying to remember. And the pain still hates me. So hold. I need to sing it at karaoke. until it sleeps. I'm going to. I'm either going to do it or King Nothing. Where's the Crown King Nothing? I was actually working on that one for the World of Madness. But I didn't. I ended up not doing it for the World of Madness. I ended up cutting it. I was practicing it for World of Madness. I never did actually record it. I chose Until It Sleeps. Because I thought that'd be the best way to close the album out. Until it sleeps. Karaoke recorder. It wasn't really an album. It is one of the albums that I count as an album of mine, even though it's not an album. Because that's where I started learning mixing. And the way I mixed with the chords. I didn't have a mixing board. Until it sleeps.
Shit!
I'm back on this highway again. Now I'm starting to feel like Freddy Krueger. You know that movie where they kept driving around? Which part was that? That crazy one from '92. Where they were driving around, they kept driving around the same place over and over again. Until it sleeps. Where's the Crown King Nothing? I think that's my favorite. Between Master of Puppets and the Lightning song, the Ride the Lightning, whatever it was called. And I think that's my favorite Metallica song ever. Where's the crown? And I'm hurting my throat. King Nothing. Oh, you're just nothing. Where's the crown, King Nothing? I mean, there's many of songs I like. There's one on the album I liked Blackened. You remember Blackened off of the One and Justice for All? Blackened. I love Blackened. Sad but true. Sad but true. Me and James Hetfield shared the same birthday. Sad but true. I always remember he has the same birthday as me. Now I've went from discussing who my communist dictator was going to be to Metallica. What is the Crown King Nothing? Oh, you're just nothing. Oh, where's the Crown King Nothing? When it breaks your crown, no one around. I think I may cover that one. Actually cover it. Whoa, you're just nothing. Oh, where's the Crown King Nothing? You know, I covered a Megadeth song. I had a bunch of songs I wanted to do, but I covered New World Order. This is one of my favorite demos. And then they eventually released it. Oh, where's the Crown King Nothing? Elimination! Hey, elimination! I went from Megadeth and Metallica to Overkill. Elimination! Hey, elimination! That was one of the theme songs for JCVW at one time. Elimination! Hey! When it was the action figure years. Elimination! Hey! Elimination! Elimination right! Elimination wrong! Elimination deep! Elimination strong! Got tongue tied. Elimination! Hey! Elimination! Elimination! Sorry. Hey! Elimination! Elimination wrong. I get tongue tied with elimination. That's a tongue twister. I used to do it a lot on karaoke, but twisters my tongue. Elimination! Elimination! That's just on train tracks. Train I ride. Never went from elimination to Elvis Presley. Train I ride. There's another train song I love. Some Jimi Hendrix. Hear my train a comin'. Hear my train a comin'. I hear my train a comin'. I hear my train a comin'. Oh, I used to love that Jimi Hendrix song. Especially like it when we get out on them Florida roads. Going on vacation. And I get out there and I play it. Hear my train a comin'. Hear my train a comin'. Oh, it's the road. Let's turn back around. Let's get her off the train tracks. Oh, I get her off. Oh yeah, we're getting her off now. There's the road. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need any roads. Out of the way, slowpoke. This is Crazy Bitch from Dotton, Georgia. That's how they really drive. They crazy, man. I bet tonight is there, chilling with Marilyn in her underwear. Uh-oh. Don't act like you don't party, 'cause I've seen you around. See you in hell. What the hell? You never can tell, it might be like heaven. She's on fire. She said, see you in hell. That's how she blows up. See you in hell. There it goes! Another crazy stunt. Brought to you by JCBW TV. That was funny. I need to take that as a clip. See you in hell. Another Hinder song. Bum, 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 bum. There's two versions of that. There's acoustic version and there's the electric version. Feels like hell in here. It's starting to get hot now the sun down. What the hell? You never can tell, might be like heaven. That song's one of those songs that kind of hits because I like it, but I don't like its words too well. But with the way they lie about everything, you know, that was my thoughts back then. And that was during them years when that come out, was those years I was questioning everything. You know, you never can tell about anything when you read that. When you read Morals and Dogma, and I know most people don't, You wasn't even supposed to read it. You do really get the question and everything. Whether they're ever actually telling you the truth about who God is or anything. What is. Let's put it that way. I eventually came back around. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus, I came back around. That was one of them years I was stuck in that mud. 2012 going into 13. Oh boy, buddy, you just pulled right up. Oh no, my air froze up. It's hot enough in here. Come on, man. Come on, man. Of course, it needs replacing. It needs changing, in other words. It's a very old air conditioner now. It's on its last legs. I've already bought the new air conditioner. I just haven't put it in. The window. We got it right there at the end of summer. Closed out summer. Hello, waves. She's driving that thing pretty good. But I can even feel it in the, like the steering it. I kind of deliberately bumped him. But I'm even stirring it good, like even the way it stirs. Like some of them cars feel out of control. Even when I got them under control. That thing's got pretty good steering. Don't act like you don't party, 'cause I seen you around. You know me though, I'm really not much a party. I'm kind of a party pooper. I don't really party, but I love rowdy rock and roll. I was just thinking about that lyric. Like even with me, if I show up at a karaoke place, a lot of people are showing up to the karaoke place to have a good time and to get drunk and sing. Me, I'm just there to sing. And get some food, of course. I get hungry. I'll get some food. Whoa! I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm saying that's me. I'm not saying that everybody. There might be some more people out there like me. I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm just saying that that's me. I'm not a party person. I don't even hardly go to parties. I don't. We used to go to the family Christmas parties and stuff. And if I get invited somewhere, I'll show up. I'm not really a partying kind. I'd probably be like the dead bones that Rodney goes about. The dead bones. But at the same time, I don't hate it or anything. I don't hate. In other words, I enjoy listening to other people have a good time. If they're having a good time, that makes me have a good time. In other words, if I see people having a good time, I have a good time just seeing people have a good time. But I don't have to do it myself. You see what I'm saying? I'm introverted, I'm shy, and locked within myself. I found out that's still true. If I get to knowing you, it's better. In other words, as I get to know you, it's better. But if I don't know you, if I get around people I don't know, it's different. Whoa! She's losing control of it now. She lost control. She lost control. Oh, my legs hurting. It was hurting me when I was going to bed. Of course, another one of my problems right now, my back has activated. You know, I have trouble with my back at times. This time's one of those. I had to take me some aspirin this morning. And about 10 minutes later, they sort of eased it off, not much, but it was enough for me to get in there and get my shower. I thought I wasn't even going to be able to take my shower. I was thinking I was going to have to wait till later. 15 minutes later, I was able to get up and take my shower. My back is activated. You know, for a while there, I got a big long run for a little bit where it didn't activate at all. I sure was thankful. I sure was thankful. Thank you, Jesus. Bring it back. Bring it back, Lord.
Jesus!
I'd say COVID has a little bit to do with it. It was bad on me. God, I just lost the car. Can't believe I lost it. I forgot how to get her to climb. Here we go. Damn it, I was wanting to go up the steps. Come on, how do you climb? There we go. It's hard for me to get them switches to work.
I know the asshole you're talking about.
Damn! Okay. Hold on, how do you get it? There we go.
Yeah, I was looking for your profile on Life Invader, but I couldn't find it.
Please don't let her fall off in that water again.
I don't even really know. I didn't check my email.
Here we go. Oh God, she hid. You know, I can't never figure out how to get that to work when I'm trying to. I have the hardest trouble getting her to climb. There we go. I gotta hit that stick a certain way. Now I gotta find her another vehicle.
哦，对啊，我是很忙啊，上班，就是
No. Ah!
Oh my God!
Now she got the police on her.
Didn't even get to leave
Dang it.
2 minutes today. Hey! Ah!
At least she got her motorcycle, bitch. Whizzing. on the GTA. Bum 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 bum. Boom boom bum 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 bum. Boom boom bum 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 bum. Boom boom bum 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 bum. ZNWA. Boom boom bum 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 bum. Playing through the streets of Los Angeles. Uh-oh. Gah! Woo!
Shit for brains. Oh, fuck, man! Oh, God!
Run, business, run.
It's over! Just give up!
And they got her.
Piece of garbage!
Piece of garbage. That's what I call these things in Dalton all the time. Piece of garbage. Along with some other things that I can't say on the stream. Cause they really bad. Inappropriate language, baby. Should pull that in front of her. Oh, it's so hot. I can't stand it. I ain't gonna be able to stand the summer. If I'm already this hot in April, I know what's coming for me. And August and September is always the worst. Wake me when September ends. Wake me when. Wake me up when September ends. Can't remember how it goes. Oh, look at this. She made it home. Let's park in the her actual in the other game parking spot. Gonna ditch it. Actually though, no, wait. Let's see if I make her some money. I don't know. She may not be able to get it. If she can't, she can. That's one thing. If she can't, it'll be another good thing. We'll find out. Is it down that way or is it the next one? I believe it's the next one. They literally hurt a punk on a motorcycle.
Hey, man!
If she can't sell it, I'll drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I'll drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. And she made us some more money, bitch. Let's deposit her money. And then I'm gonna get off for a while, and I might see y'all tonight. May or may not. We'll see. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Drop it like it's hot. 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 Drop it like it's hot.
Homies!
Fuck you and your motorcycle. Fuck you and your motorcycle, bitch. Bama 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 bama. Ta-da! Bama 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 bama. Ta-da! Bama 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 bama. Or she taking it in her garage? No. Okay. Donna 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 donna. Ba-da-da! Bama 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 bama. Bama 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 bama. Let's lighten the kangaroo. Dalton the kangaroo. But they're running through the jungle. The bunyip. The bunyip. Bama 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 bama. Is that somebody's ashes? No, it's a lamp. Bama 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 bama. I just seen it quickly when I was coming in the door. Okay, we go put her ass to bed. Let her go to bed. I may have to go back to bed. I'm tired. Dama 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 bama bama. I'll see y'all later. Maybe I should give her a bath before I make her go to bed. A donna 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 donna. Woohoo! 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 Oh, that some old commercial used to do that. Woohoo! 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 Vinage, y'all remember that? Woohoo! 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 I about forgot about that. I just started doing that. We'll let her get cleaned up before she goes to bed. And I'm gonna get out of here for the night. I might flip over to the stand and see what they're talking about. I forgot it was on. You know, I slept all day. Woohoo! Woohoo! 74 minutes. 74 minutes of just me babbling and playing games. That's what a lot of times it is. Babbling and playing games. I'll babble and play games later. She's itching an update there. A little more to go. I'll take her some missions when I'll get back on. We'll try to get her some missions. Oh yeah, we done put her clothes on. We just gotta put her to bed. And we die young. I actually did that at karaoke the other night. I just haven't posted any of my videos yet. Faster we run. Down, 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 you're lonely. Take another hit and bury your brother. and we die young. Let's see what day she's in. Wednesday. The faster we run. See y'all later.